Hey, how y'all doing? Just a supplement to the information that I've already provided for y'all. I wanted to share something else with y'all. One important thing that I left out. Uh, some food. I didn't get my CDL today, my CDL permit today, but I did get a pretty good quick meal from McDonald's. But before you get your CDL or before you get your CDL permit, first you got to get your DOT physical. And I wanted to share piece of information with y'all about this DOT physical. This is really important, man. It's kind of like had the potential to it almost discouraged me, but I didn't let it discourage me, man. I kept on believing that there was gonna be a way around it, but this is what happened, man. So I've been applying. I've been trying to get my CDL. I've been trying to get into truck driving. Been talking to different companies, CRST, CF1, different trunking companies that advertise the fact that they have school and that they're willing to hire people and send them to school. And I've got turned down by them companies so far because of my criminal history. I got quite a bit of felonies. I've been in prison, quite a bit of times in Texas. I've been in prison from county jail to TDC. I made that trip 6 times, 7 times, depending on how you want to count it. One time I went to state jail and then TDC. So if you count that as one trip, I made that trip 6 times. If you count that trip as twice, well then I made it 7. But nonetheless, from county jail to back to TDC, I made that trip 6 times at the minimum. But anyhow, meth and crime has been my downfall. Crime don't pay. It's taken me a while to come to believe that. But anyhow, look, so the company CF1, the recruiters, man, if y'all don't have no felonies, if y'all don't have no felonies, y'all don't have no drug problems, man, I think it'd probably be pretty easy for y'all to get into truck driving, man, because these recruiters, they trying to get people in the truck driving school, try to get them hired on with their companies. And things were seeming to go pretty good with this one company, CF1, until my criminal history came back. And then whenever they got my criminal history, they was like, well, we can't, they told me that they couldn't hire me. So I know that it's a big risk putting somebody behind the wheel. It's an investment, sending somebody to truck driving school. And somebody like me, I don't have a lot of credibility. I'm just now getting out. I've been in prison so many different times. I haven't been out for very long. I'm not on parole or probation, nothing like that. But anyhow, CF1 said that they couldn't, they weren't gonna hire me. But look, this is what happened. I talked to the recruiter, things were going good. I sent them the documents that they requested, filled out the application, told them about my oldest felony, which is a robbery, and my most severest felony, which is a robbery from 2002. And they was cool with that. She was able to get that approved. And the recruiting lady, she was a very kind lady. She's very helpful, very diligent. And the way that she followed up on all the emails, all the phone calls, all the text messages, the lady was very diligent, very nice lady. Her name was Christina Schaefer. Very, very professional lady, very nice. But anyhow, things was going good. And then things was going so good that she called me back and she said, all right, she said, it's time for you to take your DOT physical. I got the appointment set up for you at Concentra. Go take the DOT physical. So I was like, man, I was really excited then. I was like, man, this is really happening. I'm fixing to go take my DOT physical, and this company seems like they're gonna give me a shot. I was excited, man. So I went to go take my DOT physical. Hey, and look, this is what I wanted to talk to you about. This is the reason why I made this little extra video. When you go to take your DOT physical, they got a little questionnaire that you got to fill out and answer these questions before you even take the physical. And one of those questions is, have you ever used marijuana or any illegal? Actually, the question is, have you used any illegal substances within the last 2 years? So, me, you know, I'm clean. I know I'm clean. You know, I ain't used in a while. I've been locked up. I'm clean, and so I answered yes on that question. You know, I'm not really trying to lie or nothing like that. You know I'm clean. I'm like, so I answered yes. And I explained in the box below, it asks you if you answer yes to any of the questions, please explain. So I put you know, just being honest with y'all, 100% honest. That's whenever I got to that box, I was like, well, I'm gonna tell half of the truth. So what I did was I said I said I used marijuana within the last 2 years, but you know that's true, but also I use other things also within the last 2 years, but I didn't write that down. But anyhow, whenever the doctor, so I filled out the questionnaire. I went into the exam room. I was waiting. The lady came in. She measured my neck. They took my measurements, took my blood pressure, and anyhow, so she left, and then I'm thinking, well, what's next? So I was waiting in there for a while, and then the wait started to become prolonged, and I was like, man, what's up with this? So the doctor came in, and she was like, well, she said, what's this that you answered on this? And by the way, this happened in Bakersfield, California, where marijuana is legal, and but that did not change the fact that anyhow, she said we can't certify you. She said you answered yes to this question. She said you need to be cleared by a substance abuse professional. And I was like, oh man, I feel like, man, I was like, man, I almost wanted to snatch that paper back from her and say, oh, I didn't mean to write that. But I didn't. But to be honest with y'all, I kind of felt like doing that. I kind of felt like being like, nah, I didn't mean to say that. But I knew I couldn't do that. I knew that wasn't gonna fly, man. So anyhow, I left, and then after I left, it just so happens that after I left, then that's whenever I realized I got the voicemail from Miss Christina Schaefer saying that they wasn't gonna be able to hire me. So I was like, man. So I was like, you know, I got shot down by Concentra at the DOT physical, and then I also got shot down by the company because when my criminal history came back, she seen all my other felonies, not besides just my robbery that I had mentioned on the application, but she seen the other ones, and that's whenever they let me know that I couldn't they weren't gonna hire me. So anyhow, I called around and I was like, man, what's a substance abuse professional? What do I need to get done for me to get my DOT physical so I can get into truck driving, so I can get my CDL, so I can get my CDL permit? And I called around, I called some people, I called some psychiatrists, some counselors and stuff like that, and they got different programs. There are different programs regulated by the Federal Motor Carrier Safety Administration.